And the Novas, and it's Carlson with the first serve, handled by Brooke Nuneviller. And it's Leah Edmond with an opening kill for the Atlanta Five. They run the middle. Phoebe Awoleye has filled in nicely for the injured Colvin. Conveniently, with Nuneviller out, Cooper had her best passing game of the season last time out. 5-set loss against San Diego, a team that's been playing a lot better. It was impressive for Omaha to stick around in that one without the services. She looked comfortable on that one. Approaching from the middle, now goes back to serve. Taylor Smith, a great passer. And Aiko Jones has developed more range offensively.
See Omaha try to serve short throughout the match again to try to take out that outside option with Edmond.
Back set to Londot. Loading up is Edmond once again. Here in a mid-season battle in Nebraska. Reagan Cooper is dug by Smith. Now Edmond in transition puts it down for the Five. Cleaned away from the net by Kiara Reinhardt. Popped up by Rampelberg. Edmond had been 3 for 3, had to put one over with 2 hands. And that is blocked. Omaha couldn't cover it. Both teams passing 55% or better. On the gap, Corey Lewis. Diving snag Londot. Out of system, Cooper. Push to Smith. That's off the block and down. A point for Taylor Smith, who has cracked the starting lineup.
Out of system, she finds ways to keep the ball on the floor.
That's whistled down to the court, so it's an ace, a net clipping ace for Aiko Jones. Back set, Aiko Jones lasers it at Ogilvie, and that was too hot to handle, as good as Ogilvie is. Short serve, Cooper comes up and takes it. Edmond goes sharp. The serve receive, last 3 matches, she's been hitting only 138. A little bit below her normal standards, I think it's fair to say. So a mini slump of sorts coming in, but she was really good in Atlanta's reverse sweep win against Omaha earlier this year. Maybe returning to form. A nice rally here. Londot digs Jones, and a free ball comes back over for the Vibe. Already up by 4 with some tempo. Edmond throws one down once again.
Into the outside, Edmond is able to use that to her advantage.
And that's something for Omaha. They have that capability, even on a bad pass.
And that's a matchup that Omaha wants to exploit.
Jones coming in from the middle.
She came through the middle on what's called a big attack, a quick attack through middle back. This time, look on the left side of your screen. Jones is now lined up on a D-ball, attacking from right back.
Can the Hilly service run continue? Gets Atlanta out of system again, and now has her choice, picks Nuneviller. She's rejected by Phoebe Awoleye out of Minnesota.
Nuneviller has taken 2 swings out of the back row, and Atlanta has
key swing for Atlanta, which was losing breathing room. The ball's not completely over, then it's fair game. Londot goes back up for it. Smith tips, Nuneviller read it. Got 2 littles in there right now for Omaha. But Atlanta wins the point. Taylor Smith powers that through the block. Sarah Parsons into the match. Dig by Holder. And that is blocked on Nunnaviller's swing. And it's down to the court. Atlanta in the 5-set loss against San Diego in Ogilvy's Omaha debut. She was 69% in system as a passer. It's fair to say, after that, Aiko Jones off the top of the block, who was strong in that first set for the Novas as the server. They have neutralized Lewis so far, although the pins have been really good for Atlanta. Block against Smith, the reload. Hilly runs into that one, back sets Cooper. Carlson reverses the flow. Londot diving play. Ogilvy keeps it off the net. Nunaviller tries to recycle it. Smith slots it down. And you mentioned earlier chaos. There have been a few different points in that category. They say that Jones successfully pancaked that. That was close. Nunaviller, Rampelberg, the pickup. And that is slammed down. Back row attack by Leah Edmond. Get a block touch against Cooper. So it's Edmond beating the block out there. There's that faster tempo pace. Hitting 370 in the last 2 matches coming in. Not happening so far tonight. Look out again. She's been deadly from multiple spots on the court. Just within the back row, not to mention when she's front right. Jones on the D-ball. There you go. Back-to-back points. This time, Edmond slows it down. Ogilvy got there. And Edmond steps up and blocks Nunaviller. Jones from the front row now. See her have so much success behind the attack line. Going back to Aiko Jones. Awoleye for the point. She nearly took a seat afterwards. Interesting first couple of points for Hilly, who has to try and dive for that one. Dot leads Omaha with 11 kills. And Reinhardt, the server, nice low serve, grazing the tape. Thrown over by Jones, read by Londot. Nunaviller loads up, rolls it. On a banjo is blocked. The gap set was read by Phoebe Awoleye. I mean, the scouting report can say one thing, but you have to understand what's going on once the match starts and adjust. Ooh. Back row kill. Leah Edmond, one of the big strengths of her game.
Big swing from Edmond out of the back row. She hasn't got set too often tonight. Or go back to Edmond on the outside.
Here's Edmond. What do you do when the team is being blocked? How about just right over the block? Challenge midpoint rule is that you only get 1 per team per set. But if you win the challenge, you just get to keep on retaining it as
unlimited.
It could be infinite. Nunaviller to Cooper. Now Cooper again. Atlanta stepping up with the block. And this time it's Phoebe Awoleye. And that's opening things up offensively. What did she mean by that? I'm curious, as that's a big time dispatch from Edmond. 333 has tailed off since. It's Jones. Decent played last year, #1 overall pick for Atlanta. Now signed in the offseason with the Novas, gets a swing, and she is rejected by her former teammate Leah Edmond. We called her a chess player at some point earlier on. How about you ever heard of the sport of chess boxing? I don't know if that's a reach, but and she hasn't taken any time to recapture the rhythm.
Yeah, you would never know that she's been on the bench most of the year. She stepped into this lineup and has been a difference maker.
Aiko Jones hitting line. Chance to go for it again. Jones this time cross body. Dug by Nuneviller, saved by Hilly against the scorer's table. Straight down, Jones. The defense was good, the offense was better.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, to get opponents in the building that want to give their best, and Omaha just hasn't measured up to that so far this year.
This year, no. I mean, historically, they have. Cooper chops that one in, although or Edmond, excuse me. '17th kill. She's got a new career high in that category. Off the Omaha save, Awoleye the swing. To the outside, Nuneviller. Jones from Edmond. Ogilvie gets it up. Ronda is sent down by Leah Edmond. Timeout on the court. Coming in to serve. Jones over the top. Adds on to her already career-high night. Need the side out here for Omaha. Rampelberg, the one-arm dig. Jones throws it. Nuneviller is rejected. Carlson, the setter, stepping up for the win on that block.